WCRZ FM, WCRZ HD1.
Jay Patrick stepped in. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning. Bright and early.
I know. I don't like it. How old are you? I'm gonna get right into this. I want to get right into this.
I am 64.
Because you're not ashamed of that at all.
No.
Now, you were born in the 50s?
1949.
49. Okay,
Yeah.
then you're barely on the edge here.
I've been barely on the edge.
I've got a post up on the website right now, WCRZ.com. If you were born between 1950 and the early 80s, you shouldn't be here. Because there are so many things that we did as kids that nowadays you can go to jail for or killing. I mean, you can get lawsuits, whatever.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything off the top of your head?
We used to, probably the most dangerous thing we used to do, I grew up in Burton, and in the winter when the roads would get icy, we would bumper ride.
Bumper.
We'd walk the streets until cars came by, and the roads were slick, and when they went by, we'd grab hold. The cars used to have those big, chrome bumpers you could hold on to, and we would just kind of like ski down the road behind the car, hanging onto the bumper. We were down low, so they couldn't see. They didn't even know you were there, and you just prayed you didn't hit a dirt spot,
right?
Because they were all dirt roads underneath.
Do a face plant or something. Wow,
yeah.
I can see you doing that.
That was the highlight of our winter.
So
that'll work.
Jump in here. What do you think? What did you do when you were a kid? We slept in cribs with lead-based paint. We had, prescription bottles that weren't child-proof. Things like that. Jump in on this, 239-1079, pound 108, or you can chime in on our Facebook page as well. If you were born between the 50s and the early 80s, we should be dead. So many things that we did and got away with that today, not so much. Go ahead, ma'am.
Good morning. I mean, who even put their kids in the car seat? We didn't even ride in a seatbelt.
There you go.
My uncle had a Corvette, and one of his kids used to ride in the back window.
Yeah, I did that all the way from Michigan to Texas once.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and now, my goodness, if they're not in the car seat, they lock you up.
Yeah, exactly.
All righty. Have a good day.
You too. Getting some great feedback, too, on Facebook here. Faith says that she smoked cigarettes after her oldest was born in the hospital. Go ahead, sir.
My brothers and I would stand by the side of the road and throw hubcaps down the road as a car passed slowly. And then we'd yell out, "Hey, your hubcap fell on." And then we'd wait and see the guy get out of the car, check all his four tires, and we would run like, hell.
Yeah.
And we also did that bumper ski and stuff, too. But throwing the hubcaps, classic.
Talking about things we did when we were children that should have gotten us killed or thrown in jail. Go ahead, ma'am.
I grew up north, and we used to all jump in the back of a pickup, sit on the rail to go to the beach.
In the bed of the truck.
Yeah, in the bed of the truck. Yeah, we just all jumped in the back, and a lot of us would sit on the rail. We'd have a whole truckload to go to the beach.
I remember seeing you guys go down the road, I think. Go ahead.
Hi, when we were kids, we used to have BB gun fights.
BB gun fight. You could shoot someone's eye out.
Well, I got a friend when I'm 65 years old, and this guy has still got a BB in his ear, and it's having a conversation.
Well, I can imagine having a BB stuck in your ear for your entire life. Go ahead, sir.
We used to live on in a ranch-style house, and we had a shed behind it.
Okay.
We used to stand in the front yard and throw jarts over the house and try to stick it in the roof of the shed.
Jarts. I forgot about jarts.
Oh, yeah, those were deadly.
Absolutely they were.
And then I remember one winter we had a bow and arrow, and we'd shoot it way up into the air and then just take off running. You never knew where the arrow was coming down. I mean, we should be dead.
You should be dead.
I know it.
Well, there was a day with several friends that we did donuts in my Delta 88 on the Avondale High School lawn. Got caught. I actually got caught, but the officer let me go because he did not believe a girl actually did that.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm totally not. Tyler, Jenny, and Dave would all totally agree with me.
Oh, no, sure, absolutely. Go ahead, sir.
We lived in Pontiac, and there was a viaduct crossing Perry Road, 4-lane road, and a bunch of us went up there, and, there's rocks all along the train tracks. Mm-hmm. So we would, one guy would spot, or a couple guys would spot, and the other guys would throw rocks at the cars coming under. And one morning, we're out there doing that, and we didn't notice who the car was till we got up there, and we said, throw it. And it was a police car coming underneath there. And of all the cars to hit, we landed it right on his hood. We took off running down the viaduct, and he followed along on the road, which was quite a distance from the track.
Right.
And we snuck over to the school and split up and all headed in different directions just to make sure we didn't get in trouble.
Cars 108.
We're talking about things we did when we were children that should have killed us or put us behind bars. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, when I was a kid, the old wound golf balls, we would unravel the rubber strand, tie it between two telephone poles, and then tie a rag right in the middle. And cars would drive up, and just about the time they got in the intersection, they would see it and slam on the brakes.
Oh, my God.
And then they would cuss, and we would run like heck.
Yeah. We were so evil as children, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
My dad had a 69 GMC pickup truck, and there were 7 of us. And we all sat in the front seat. Jam-packed in there. No seatbelts, you just hopped in and you took off.
And he's probably trying to shift the car with the stick shift, which is right between everybody's legs, too, right?
Right. Well, no, this had a stick shift on the column, but still, there was those elbows going. So, these days you can't get away with that.
No.
But it was great back then. And the family is close now, so see?
That's how we really connected.
That's exactly right.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Hey, here's another crazy one for you.
Okay.
When we were about 7 or 8 years old, we had a cherry tree that was right next to the garage.
Okay.
And so we'd play tag. We'd scamper up the tree, jump onto the garage roof, and run over the other side and just jump off. Nobody ever broke anything, but I'll tell you what. It was quite thrilling to come off of that garage on that other side, man.
You should be dead. That's what I'm saying. If you were born between the 50s and early 80s, we should be dead, is the point going on here. That reminded me, he was talking about climbing the tree and jumping off the roof. When I was a kid, I remember climbing up onto my garage, literally taking a walk around the block, but doing it by jumping from roof to roof. Yeah, the neighbors didn't like that too much. Go ahead, sir.
I got one for you.
Okay.
We used to water ski and see how close to the shore we could get at 30 miles an hour in 6 inches of water, and then duck under tree branches.
Oh, my God. You should be dead.
Really?
I know. You should be dead. Go ahead.
Well, sir, I used to climb up on a 50-foot silo. My parents were gone. I would sit up on the edge. I always took a quart of my mother's hand-canned peaches and a half a buttered loaf of bread. I was a farm girl. I milked cows my whole life. And just sit up there and enjoy my lunch and look all around me.
50 feet in the air on a silo. I love it.
50 feet the air on a silo.
And you too, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we're talking back in the 70s, and we're not talking about what we did back in the 70s, but a buddy of mine had a Chevy van, flat nose. I think it was like 60-something, whatever. Well, the throttle on the carburetor didn't work, and the motor sat in between the two front seats. We decided we wanted to go out and just do some things just for the heck of it. So he drove and worked the clutch, and I worked the throttle on the carburetor so he could shift it.
Oh, my God.
And then we proceeded to do what we did in the 70s.
Yes, I know that. When I was younger, my brother had just gotten his permit, so he was 15 years old. Back when I lived in Evansville, Indiana, and I had a pickup truck, and I had him drive down there. I rode from Louisville to Evansville about an hour and a half in the bed of the truck at 80 mile an hour.
Oh, my gosh.
Good times.
Yeah, that was back in the good old days.
Oh, I love the good old days. 239-1079 or pound 108. What did you do that should have killed you, put you behind bars, or in a courtroom when you were growing up?
I was born in 52. My mother used to give me a spoonful of sugar with some drops of kerosene in it for my cold.
Kerosene?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
No, I can still remember that taste, too. Just a drop or two, but, yep, I was born in 52, so this was in like 55, 56, 57.
Oh, yeah, I think a drop is too much, personally.
Yeah, I know. All right, thanks.
Kerosene, that'll kill you.
Hi, I was born in 1951, and when we used to get an earache, my mom used to put urine in our ear
Excuse me, did you say urine?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, I thought kerosene was bad. Gee.
She used her own urine.
Oh.
And it had to be warm. But she used kerosene on our heads. She used to babysit, and I guess some of the kids she used to babysit got lice. So she put kerosene on all of our heads to kill the lice.
She didn't light it, did she?
My God, I'm thinking that's what's wrong with my head now. Yeah, I know. We all should be dead. I know that.
We should be dead. You know, when I was a kid, the movie Back to the Future had come out, and I loved that movie. So I tried to recreate the fire trails with gasoline. I almost burnt the garage down. But I did learn how to use a fire extinguisher that day.
Well, my brothers were great for lighting their farts.
Oh, my God.
And my brother almost caught his jeans on fire.
That'll do it.
So, yeah.
We should all be dead.
We should all be dead. We were all sick children.
Jeremy Fenech.